I want somebody else that's looking at things differently than I am, that have got other expertise I don't have within the team to help me make those other decisions.
Wes, thank you for that. And gentlemen, it's a perfect time to bring Todd, you to the stage on the CDW side and really look at this and seeing from a healthcare strategy point of view. Are you seeing what Wes is stating here? Because your view into cross hospital systems coast to coast is vast.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. And I mean, he's right. And choosing a partner, first of all, choosing the right partner that does have that kind of visibility across the space is going to be really, really, really important. So the question is, how would a CDW approach something like this? I mean, first of all, we approach anything like 5G as a transformation, not as a technology deployment first and foremost. I mean, if we're coming in and having that conversation, we're not coming in and looking at it as a DAS or a cellular or something like that. We're looking at it really as a transformation, right? So the first step is helping the organization understand where 5G actually creates value, right? And that starts with a typical readiness assessment, and then we look at clinical workflows, mobility requirements, and so on and so forth. Second, we align to an architecture. Private 5G has to integrate with identity and security, cloud, and existing wireless technologies. One thing that Wes said is, how do we consolidate? We have to look at it across the whole ecosystem, and where are we going to make it? Without that alignment, it just becomes another silo, and that's what we don't want to happen. Third, we're going to look at help organizations evaluate deployment models. Where does that make sense? Most of the discussions we're having and that I'm having today are around in that rural space, isn't so much about how do we enable IOMT and some of the other types of things that other places are looking at the value. We're looking at how do we provide connectivity out to these challenged places that might not be able to run fiber or put in other types of services, where a 5G enabled service like T-Mobile is going to provide that. So I think that's really, really, really important. And then at scale, again, the operational overhead, we have to look at it beyond that. And then we move into a pilot, look at use cases, and then validate performance. So I think having those key metrics in there and again, making sure that we're reporting back on that and demonstrate how it improves clinical and operational outcomes for the organization is going to be huge. Again, I keyed in on a few things from a partner perspective, and I hope that's understood. You have to, attach that cart to a horse that is going to understand how to work with an organization to get there, not just coming in and saying, hey, we want to sell you something or whatever. We really have to understand what we're looking at from that. And I think CDW has that. So yeah, thanks, Mike.